Hello princesses! Today I want to be talking about the Clio Pro Blusher Palette in Mute Petal. Now this is something that I can only really find on Rose Shop. I cannot find this almost anywhere else. It's really strange and like it doesn't exist. Have you guys ever seen this before? Like, are there any other colours? I'm so confused, but it is quite a cool product, so I decided to pick it up based on the fact that it looked fun and it looked interesting. Plus this shade in the corner here looked really different. And yes, it is very different, and no, I don't like it. I am a creature of habit. Like, there are not many things that I look at and I'm like, that's very interesting, that I actually put on and think that looks really good. I'm always like, oh, that's interesting. Like, not for me, but okay. This is, the colour in the corner is one of them. So for this product, the product description says, Clio Pro Blusher Palette completes but spelled wrong any makeup vibe with a palette that contains everything contour, from various blush colours to three-dimensional highlighters to point glitter. I will point out that there are no contours in here whatsoever. I'm wondering if they were supposed to put another word in there, but just didn't. It's okay. So the packaging of this product is very functional. It has a clear lid with the little emblem on top, which I think is cute. I don't know why the blusher words are like off center, and yeah, I don't really understand that, but that's okay. It looks cool. There are 6 colours in the collection and they are quite cool colours. There is a highlighter and then that weird like pink shimmery glitter stuff. And then there are 4 other blushes. One of the blushes is like a shimmer and the other 3 are matte, which I guess gives you quite a little bit of variety, but not a huge amount. There are a couple of colours that are not my cup of tea and then a couple of colours that are. So I'm kind of sitting on half and half for liking the colours in this collection and not liking them. So the first colour in this collection is like this sparkly pink here. I'm going to apply it with this brush. I don't think I'm going to have the best luck with that though, because it's like a loose glitter. I'm just going to sort of try and pat it on like a highlight. That was moderately successful. It is like very intense though. Hold on, I'm going to put a little bit more on, see if you can see it from there. I feel like this would be so much better as a actual eyeshadow. So you can see it from there and it's like, okay, it needs a wee win. Hello, actual glitter. I mean, this is gorgeous, but there's absolutely no way that I'm gonna wear this, because I mean, unless you're going out to like a festival, or unless you really like this sort of like loose shimmery glitter, you can't really see very much pink in it. But it is so pretty. So this is the first highlighter pink. So I'm going to put the lightest pink in the palette on this cheek here. I really enjoy this one. It's just like a nice matte baby pink. Nothing special, nothing that interesting, just nice. It does appear, today it's looking really peachy in real life, but it still looks pink on camera, so that's fine. I am only going to be doing one cheek for these swatches because I have just done 2 other cheek swatch videos and my cheeks, they're in pain, quite literally. Like, the amount of like taking off and putting on the makeup is just, this was too many of them to do in a row, so I'm regretting my choices in life. But yeah, you're just gonna get one cheek of each, I'm sorry. So this is what the lightest pink looks like. I think it is really cute, really general, just like a very everyday, very me color. So this is the lightest pink. And then on this side of my cheek, I'm going to do the next orange over. This one is a shimmery orange, which I'm not a huge fan of because I don't like oranges, but it's honestly not so bad. It's kind of like a peach, but it's still not a color that I gravitate towards whatsoever in this palette. But that is what it looks like there. I feel like I'm going to have to zoom you in because it's so metallic and orange up close, but you cannot see it up there. So just have a look at like the texture of my skin. It's so, looks worse in real life, but it is quite the shimmery color. So this is the shimmery orange. The next shade is quite a deep sort of, I'm gonna go with a rose, like a brown rose. This one is quite dark. So what I do is I just pick up a little bit, tap off the excess, and then just sort of tap it onto my hand or my wrist, just so that I don't get too much, because otherwise I can look like a clown with this kind of colour. But this one is just a nice matte colour. I think that it's really pretty if I apply it very sheerly. So that is what that one looks like there. So this is the dark rose. The last blush shade is a nice sort of peach that's down here. This one does have a tendency to be a little bit orange on my skin, so it does look a little bit different, but it's not bad orange, like doesn't look too bad at all. And it is quite pigmented. So this is what the peach looks like. And then the last shade in the palette is a highlighter, so I can put that on top of the peach. And I really like this highlighter. It's not too sparkly, it's not too shimmery, but you can still see it. So the other pink is like full on glitter. This one is just a nice low-key shimmer. So that is what the shimmer looks like. So all in all, I think that this is actually a really cool concept and a really cool design by Clio. Try and hold it up the right way. I feel like the colours are really interesting. They do sort of tie in together and match up, and then there's a little bit of variety. So with this colour here in the corner, the pink glitter, I mean like I could use it as an eyeshadow, but other than that I don't have a huge amount of use for that colour because I just feel like it's too much for me. Like I teach children during the day, and putting that on would just be like, what are you doing? What are you pretending to be? You're teaching children. That's my personal preference in terms of what I like to wear. If you want to wear lots of glitter while you're teaching children, if that's what you do, go for it. But not everybody wants to do that, and I'm one of the people who doesn't want to do that. Cool, good, great. The middle pink is my absolute favourite because it's just a generalised matte baby pink without being too pinky pink. It's kind of like a really nice nude. The orange on the end I don't particularly like. It's a shimmery orange, just not my cup of tea. Same with this sort of brownish rose, I would say. It doesn't look bad, but because it's a more dark colour, I do find it difficult to wear with my lighter skin tone. I feel like it just doesn't look like it suits me very well. I do, however, like this peach that is in the middle here. That is what I'm wearing at the moment on my cheeks, and it's not the look that I would normally go for, but for something that's like a peachy orange, I think that it does look quite nice. And the same with the highlight. That's also what I'm wearing today on my cheekbones, which you can see a little bit. It is subtle enough that I can use a fair amount of it, but you can definitely see it. But honestly, I think that it does look really, really nice. So I much prefer this one to the pink one. So like I said, I've got 3 that I like, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 that I don't, 1, 2, 3. However, overall I think that it's a really good concept. So you've got a lot of different variety of cheek products in there apart from contours. So I don't know why it says contours in the product description, because it definitely is a blusher palette. There are 6 different blushes and that's it. It is quite big. That's the only sort of downside for me. It's a pro and a con. So it's big in terms of packaging. So if you're traveling with this, I don't know why you'd want to travel with 6 blush colors, but if you were, I mean, it's quite big. The upside for that, or the pro, is that it fits a blush brush really nicely. So it is like square on the size that I need for my general blush brush. So I don't feel like I'm accidentally picking up the other colors while I'm putting my brush into the palette. So great if you are staying at home, because I feel like it is something that, you know, you've got variety, it's the right size, you're not going to run out too quickly. But if you're traveling, it's not what I would recommend for travel at all. So overall, I do really enjoy this Clio palette. I think that the quality of blushes is really good, the concept is really good as well, and I think that the packaging is really nice and effective. It may not be something that I actually keep in my collection because I feel like it's quite big and I don't like all of the colors. Like at the moment I don't have any room in my house, and I just really have to really love something in order to keep it, and I don't feel like this is it for me. However, I think that it is a really great product nonetheless. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!